What's going on, guys? It's Hot Kicks 411. Today we're looking at the YEEZY 350 BALUGA reflectives. We got the V2 joints, and without further ado, we'll get right into it. Get this review out of the way. So immediately right out the box, these things are glistening. You got the red and then the reflective jumping right out at you. And got the hang tag, brand new dead stock. I did have to go and do a little bit of a trade. So on my trade block, I traded some Gore-Tex 1s and some Jordan Dunks, some Dunk Lows for these. So, in my opinion, a very good trade. I wanted these for, the second I saw pictures of these, I was captivated. So we'll get into all the little details. I have another pair of 350s to compare these two just because immediately I could tell there's a good amount of differences here. But getting into all the details, we do have that crazy 350 stripe, that red, that solar red is what they're calling it. It's kind of got like an orange reddish tint to it. And then you've got the actual red upper knit just running throughout, just slightly running throughout the shoe, so it's just a subtle detail where you could see kind of a lot of red just underneath the white and gray knit. And then you have some reflective knit that is running. I'm pretty sure all these black or these dark spots that you see has the reflective knitted into the actual darker parts of the Beluga. So all this darkness that you see, you hit it with a flash and a light and it becomes reflective. You got that, very nice reflective triple M look. The bottoms, you got your boost technology, all white with the gray bottoms, the white boosts. You've got your boosts, as well as on the back. They do have these two different gradients of gray right here, which is a nice touch. You can see they got stitching down the middle. Now, my personal problem with the stitching, and I love the way that they did it here, my actual problem is the fact that not all of these Yeezys do the actual stitching in the middle. So like right here, they don't have the stitch. They don't have the stitch in the back. To me, that feels cheap. And I'm not really too big on the fact that, sometimes they decide to make these look like real knit sneakers. And sometimes they want to go and cheap out and you use a thinner material, much thinner, less stitching, just the whole thing. I'm not really into when the 350s come and they don't have that middle stitch. People be talking about, oh, I need a pull tab. I want my pull tab. How about I want my middle stitch? I want my middle stitched. I'm not trying to just walk around with, what is this? What is this? Does that even look like stitching? I mean, obviously it's stitched together, but it's just not nice. You see the difference with that woven in there. It's just a beautiful look. And then another thing I noticed is this is a very thick material they use. Just the overall knit itself just feels so thick. And a lot of these shoes, like, for example, this one is very thin. You could really see it right there with the way that middle stripe moves. But I even have a pair of 350s where this does have the middle knit. This is, of the same quality that these are more or less. But yeah, you still see that this is much thinner. I don't know why they decided to hit these with the premium quality. It feels like there's premium materials, premium quality. I've got a couple Yeezys to compare them to, and these just feel so much more buttery. Between the actual knit, the stitching, the thickness of it, the reflective pattern, the beautiful laces, they just came so much nicer than the Yeezys I already had and a lot of the Yeezys that I've seen. Now, in my honest, humble opinion, this is my favorite colorway. Straight up, I think these are nicer than the core blues, than the core red, the Oreo joints. I think these are nicer than my chills. I just think that the way that the solar red and the gray blends together on the inside and how the reflective really goes and stands out, I think personally for me, this is a winner. This is something I had to have. I was going to pay resale, but I was happy to get a trade and save a little bit of money compared. Now, you do have this tag on here. I'll show you in case anybody at home is curious as to what that looks like, what that says. We do have these very nice textured fat laces, which I personally love. I think it's a great addition to the sneaker. You got your 3 stripes right here. Brand new, ain't been bent down, ain't looking, all dusted. Like sometimes after a while, these things, they start to get like all bent in the back. So that's another way just to try to test whether or not they're dead stock. As well as you got the Adidas YEEZY logo right in the center. Again, that beautiful stitching, the perforations that you're looking for, like this gives you breathability, comfortability. It's just an overall dope sneaker. And then again on the inside with them stripes, you've got these ridges coming out, normal 350 bottoms, but they are coming differently toned. So you got like this gray and then slightly bluish gray up here. And, they're playing off the Beluga name. If you don't know, Beluga is a whale. So, whatever that has to do with the sneaker. Because honestly, I kind of see the Beluga look. But, they just going for clout chasing. It's a good name. And honestly, I feel like this is, again, my perfect sneaker. This is my favorite. This is my favorite sneaker I have in my collection, no cap. This is my favorite Yeezy 350. This is the perfect 350 in my eyes. Let me know what you guys think. Was this something that you had to pick up? Was it something that you were looking forward to? I felt like the hype was just crazy for a couple weeks. And then they dropped, started to sizzle up down. And now, they're not really spoken about too much, but definitely fire. In my opinion, best 350 colorway to drop in 2021. Probably going to be the best one from 2022 as well. So I'm already saying this is probably going to top all the core colorways and things like that. However, let me know what you guys think. Now, I am going to have some on-feet reviews with these. I'm going to do, maybe some reflective where I get it in different lights so you can really appreciate how this reflects and whatnot. So if y'all could like, comment, subscribe, I do greatly appreciate that. And I will be catching y'all in the next video.